H2K over Liquid this past weekend?
Yeah, this has been a performance from Octane throughout that entire map. Rise are looking to turn things around. And keep in mind, this has been a rivalry that's been brewing online, as Courage was saying, throughout the entire season, all the 25Ks, even through some of the lands as well. And, you know, Rise have a chance to win their third major land in a row.
Yeah, this is why I love competitive Call of Duty, man. I mean, these guys put so much on the line for this. There are hundreds of thousands of people watching online. It's standing room only in the venue. Rise fans getting up and screaming after that match. This is going to be a storybook Game 7.
Yeah, I mean, just the way this map played out too. Sure, Rise was in the lead the whole time, but Optic had their moments. Optic had their moments when it looked like they were coming back. I mean, Krim on that auto hill towards the end of the game was trying to hold it down, battling off 3-4 players at a time, all on his own. And then we see Karma making some big plays too. But at the end of the day, it's the players we mentioned that kind of need to pick it up for Rise. Looney and Octane show up to play. Of course, the rest of the team too. Everyone teams up, and now Rise brings it to a Game 7.
No, there are a couple of key engagements that Rise wind up winning. You know, for example, that Looney 2-piece, that Trax going into that final Grandma's Hardpoint, that, you know, if they lose those engagements, then Optic Gaming are right back into the game, and maybe Rise don't win if they lose those specific key engagements.
All right, I mean, listen, I have to say, going towards the map 7, to be fair, both teams have proven what they were out to prove, right? No one should be able to sit back and argue that Optic is only an online team anymore. They were up 3-0, and even in these games, they were showing a good game. Same for Rise. No one should be able to say that, no, they can't actually hang with the top dogs. They beat FaZe. They brought a near comeback right now, tying it up 3-3. But at the same time, if you're one of the 8 players on stage right now, you don't settle just because you prove the story. It doesn't end until you lift that trophy.
This is more than a Game 7 right now. They're playing for more than the Stage 1 championship, all the prize pool as well, but they're playing to see who is the #1 team in competitive Call of Duty. It all comes down to this match.
Yeah, you know, it's always great to talk about the stories, but right now, you're right, Revan. There's only one thing on everyone's mind. Who exactly is #1 right this moment in Call of Duty Black Ops 3? Who's the reigning team in the Call of Duty World League presented by PS4?
I'll tell you right now, Maven chugged 2 energy drinks before this series, and I thought it was going to be a 4-0. He's put them to use now, going to a Game 7. These guys over there, I see them, they're basically shaking. I'm shaking. We're the Band of Protect. SVG, Overkill, very heavy sniper bands here. Shiva goes out as well. Things to look for now, Rapid Fire, Concussion are definitely going to be the last 2.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at the long-range guns getting out there because they don't want to get picked off early. It's your last game. You want to be able to challenge and kind of win with pride, right? Jump in there and be like, I know we fought fair and square and I beat you out. I didn't get picked off because you saw me first.
Yeah, normal straight-up bans. These guys are going into this as 2 teams who have, what, split Search and Destroys now in this series. It's 1-1. They were both near with the same round count, and now it's in a Game 7 for bragging rights of Call of Duty World League Stage 1 North American Division champions. Then you add in the money aspect of it, $250,000 on the line, everything you could ever ask for.
I mean, we like to joke about it that Maven might have a heart attack, you know, if he's gassing every now and then, but I am legitimately worried for his health right now.
Yeah, well, there's a reason we put another headset up there just in case we need to hop in.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of energy flowing through right now.
There's a reason why he's paired up with the male nurse as well.
We'll see if they can handle it, but it's 1 game. Potential 11 rounds as we go into Search and Destroy and Infection. 1 map to determine who the best team in Call of Duty is right now, today. Brevin, what are your thoughts for Search and Destroy and Infection?
All right, so we all know a lot of action is going to go down over near the B Street. I have the B bomb site highlighted on your mini-map, and a lot of the action, of course, is going to go down on the street. What Optic Gaming love to do with their lethal grenades is kind of get them in these types of positions. This is going to slow down the push from the offensive side, and for that exact reason, look for the offense to get trophies right around that line, right in front of the big rock. We all know the ideal setup that you want to get going here on offense. Kind of have one guy here floating around near a tank. He could be in charge of watching this overextension, could also challenge through middle map, but you want the bulk of your team set up around here as they try to push forward. So you get the line of sight from this player on the rock. He's going to zone out this player from the defensive side. And for the most part, you want to keep the defense on the end, their side of that line I just drew. And the defense, we're seeing it more and more often that they like to have more of a middle presence. So look for whoever's on offense to maybe exploit that B Street a little bit quicker. But we all know what Optic Gaming love to do. Trophy systems are going to have a huge effect on this game. Optic Gaming look for them to use a lot of danger close grenades to slow down their opponents. That's why we're seeing, you know, frag grenades and Semtex expand so often.
Started this journey back a week after New Year's. It's now the beginning of April. Everything these guys have played for and practiced for comes down to this map, the 1 seed versus the 2 seed. I just got chills saying it. I'm going to sit back, relax, enjoy this. At this point, I don't even care who wins. I predicted Optic, but we're all winners today.
I mean, yeah, as everyone should. I mean, maybe sitting back you can't do because it's such a tense match right now. But it is this one last map. I mean, to think it all comes down to this after 11 weeks of matches and a couple lands here and there, a couple other tournaments that teams have participated. It comes down to only one map to find out who the best team is. This is the story everyone's been asking for in the Call of Duty World League. This one search and destroy between Optic Gaming and Rise Nation. Maven, Mr. X, let's find out who the best team is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Game 7. Optic, Rise, Infection S&D.
Yeah.
How did we get here?
I have no idea, to be honest. I still can't believe that we were just uttering the words Game 7 in this matchup. And no, there's a lot of Optic Gaming fans at home probably freaking out. Hector in the house. Optic Gaming during Stage 1 undefeated on this map, 4-0. The last time I believe I've seen them play it was 6-0. So Optic Gaming very good at Infection S&D. Rise split this one 2-2 during the regular season, but Rise, I mean, these guys, they wanted to come in and prove that they are a worthy opponent for the likes of Optic Gaming. They definitely have.
Here we go, baby. Game 7. Optic Gaming, round 1, gonna be on offense. Those lethals you heard Jack talking about is they're breaking everything. I'm sorry, Revin, I see you standing up. All right, you said it. Great analysis, Revin. Now take a seat.
And Skunk's going to get first blood on the other side of the map, but it's a very interesting play from Rise Nation, catching Optic Gaming off guard. They're going to get to those B steps, a very powerful position. It looks like the bomb going to go down on the A site. Great call from Rise Nation early. A lot of teams don't push the A bomb site on this map. You'll see Krim taking out Classic, and then that power position. It's just going to be Octane and Slack, the last two alive.
3-on-2. Here comes the break. Can Optic get the push? Are they able to pick up these players? There's one winning the gunfight. Can they find a second? No. All of a sudden, it's Slack by himself. He's inside the barn. One player going to stick it. It's going to be Stuck. Can he get it? They're going to hop off and try to push Slack. Slack has to go absolutely huge. There's one in behind. He's going to push through. He didn't get spotted. Somehow he's leaking through. He's not able to win it. And there you go. Optic Gaming, round 1. Formal 2-0 and sticking the defuse.
Yeah, they had an idea of where he was. They sent the player down towards that middle of the map to watch if he came through Grave towards the other side of Barn. And then they pushed the other player through Barn. It was a fantastic route from Slack to get outside of it. But Formal, I believe he might have actually seen him there for a second.
I don't think he did. That actually, I thought it worked out perfectly. I thought Slack kind of slipped through the cracks there. He was going to come up with a big play, but no, you don't. Formal locks it down.
It's also a risky play from Optic Gaming because if Slack is able to win that gunfight on Formal, Scump's not in a position to rotate all the way around, win that gunfight, then get the defuse.
All right, well, let's go on to offense now. Who do you want to watch on Rise Nation, buddy?
Let's stay on board with Looney.
Okay.
Looney, he's had a rough series, so to speak. We can stay on board with him on the defensive side of things. It looks like there's going to be one player over towards this A bomb site, but look at this. All the action going down over on the B
look
street.
at this. Who's going to peek it? Who's going to peek it? Slack wins it. Able to get one there at outside rock. He's got Octane watching his back as well. It's going to be 3 versus 3. Are they going to opt to back up? They won it on A as well. Now advantage to Rise Nation. Long distance shots with the VMP. Can't connect. Tagged up, but not taken down. Karma, now you're by yourself. You're in a 1v2. The nade coming in. Apparently,
that would have been crazy.
That would have been the most disgusting grenade I've ever seen in my life.
A good idea by Slack, though, to back down VMP versus M8. He's not going to win that by any stretch of the imagination. You see that EMP coming in and actually tags up Karma, so they have to have an idea of where he's positioned. One player going to fly out. Karma's not going to be able to get the tags down. It's going to be Rise Nation answering back.
So far, you've had these 2v1 scenarios. The team with the advantage is taking it. What's going to make the difference here is who's going to be able to clutch up at a disadvantage. Who's going to make that big play to break the back of their opposition. Thus far, it's been back and forth.
I mean, first bloods are huge in Search and Destroy. They have been all weekend, always will be in competitive Call of Duty. So always keep an eye on who gets that first blood. And if they're able to take the rest of that round out, let's stay on with Octane. We're going to see bust out a P06. This is a gun that we see the likes of Elevate use a lot. We haven't seen Octane use it all too much. So I'm interested to see what he likes to do with it.
Well, it looks like he wants to get sight on this outside area. He sees one. He knows there's a player there, but he was likely spotted as well. Let's go to the players pushing mid-map because it's going to be Looney who's going to challenge on the B bomb side. He's going to just shoulder peek that, get some information, back away. Let's look at the point of view from Formal too because he's going to see some mid-map. He's going to get cut down. One down from either side. 3 versus 3. Karma here at Tank trying to target the player statue, but he's going to fall as well. 2 players left for Optic Gaming.
It's going to be Krim trying to challenge this through there. And Scumps actually take out Classic in the middle of the map. Huge. Now it's just going to be Octane and Slack. Remember, Octane has that P06, so does not have another gun in his back pocket, just going to have a pistol. It's going to be
Here it is.
Scump pushing
There's
onto
one.
the side.
Only one player left. It's Octane. Can Optic clutch the 2v3? He's got Elcar. He's going to peek. Not able to hit it. And there's the clutch for Optic Gaming. Man down. Doesn't matter. Plenty of time for the defuse, and now they've got the edge.
And that's where not having overkill in the game is huge. I mean, right there, if Octane has an M8 in his back pocket in addition to the PO6, he might be able to make that gunfight a little bit more competitive right there. Scump wins it with ease.
Very, very true. But, we said it was 2v1 holds for the first 2 rounds. Now it's a 2v3 that Optic takes advantage of. Unbelievable
stuff. I will
stuff.
say, though, I want to see Optic adjust on the next defensive side. Seems like Rise Nation, they're coming into this one with a distinct plan to put pressure on the A bomb site. They only have one player over there, which a lot of teams do, but it seems like Rise just wants to take advantage of that lone player over on A.
Well, you do have an HC here for Slack. He started out 4-2, but let's go back over to the offense. Are we going to see any sniping here from these guys? Don't see anything yet. They're looking for mid-map control. They're going to start to push through. Getting to mid-steps is going to be Scump. How do you think they plan to attack this map?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to play pretty aggressive on these sites. Optic. It looks like they're going to play this one a little bit slow. It's quite odd you would have a player in this position though with an AR. I mean, you're able to see the cross, but if he gets pushed, obviously a VMP in this type of situation would be able to take him out.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough with the cover here, but Scump, the best in the business when it comes to breaking. Is that the HC from this side? So it's Slack. He knows there's nothing down B, so he knows they got to be mid-map array. Now he sees it. Does he target? Able to pick up one. Slack connects around the corner. He's 5-2. He has a VMP in this situation, so not going to be able to do too much to hold the long-range fight, but he has Octane backing him up. They pick up one. The player going high, trying to challenge Slack, but Slack's going to win it. Now it's Formal in a 1v4. He has all the work in the world to do. How can he possibly do it? Not going to bring it back and forth 2-2.
Not a ton of time either for Formal to really make anything happen, wrap all the way around. He needed to just make a play, obviously, with the bomb down as well. And Slack has been massive for Rise, even in the losses all series long. You got to think, just think about the Rise Nation roster for a second. This is by far and away the biggest match any of these guys have ever played in.
I could not agree with you more. Right on the money there, but it's going to be offense again. Do we stay with Slack? He's 6-2. He's basically doubling everyone in the lobby right now, doing an excellent job here. Let's watch them now on offense as it looks they're going to be targeting mid-map and A.
Which is what they've been doing all game long. It seems like Optic is just going to go with the standard defensive setup that they've been employing. They did such a great job on Breach by changing up their strategies round to round. Here in a Game 7, obviously some things change, right? You want to play a little bit safer. You want to go with what works all the time. But, I'm a believer. You kind of gamble it all away, right? You take those risks, I think.
Yeah, no, I think you're right on the money there. The first player to challenge would be Karma peeking out through B. They're able to get control. Now they can flood forward. The next player to challenge could be Crimsix, just trying to get vertical here, get view onto the B bomb site, but they're down a man. Are they going to slide in? Are they going to opt to attack here? The bomb's getting planted. This is such a tough angle to deal with. Just peeking, trying to get shots in, but not able to pick up any of these kills. It's Classic actually answering. 2 players left for Optic. Crimsix, Formal have a lot of work to do here.
Yeah, to get into the B bomb site, trying to challenge those AR players in the middle, so difficult. You're going to see Formal. He's not going to be able to take out anyone. Crim's going to drop mid-map.
He tags up everybody, right? Putting shots all around, but not getting any of the kills.
Yeah, and it's going to be Rise Nation taking that round on offense, and it was big plays by Classic. He was able to just guard Slack, because Slack's stuck in the B bomb site. He's just laying down, hoping that Classic's able to pick up those kills, because he has no chance of killing anybody if they slide in, and Classic does a great job locking it down.
All right, well, Optic Gaming, it's their turn to look up at this scoreboard now as they are down a round. Let's go over to them on offense here. Let's start off with Karma. We'll take a look at his class. Trophy out. Going to have an M8 as well. You'll notice no secondary here for him. Not going to have a pistol to back this one up, but you've got aggressive defense on the outside. They're going to meet up top again. Krim wins one. Krim gets the second. No, he can't win it. But you got 2 down for Rise. They're looking strong still. Karma picks up another very, very quickly. It's Looney all by his lonesome.
And he is so far out of position. Obviously, he's going to be the only player over on the opposite side of the map. And he's actually coming on a long flank here. He's able to get some nice shots down, but he is trapped. You're going to have all 3 players fly at Looney. And Maven, with the way this was going, could be going the distance, I think.
You think so? Game 7, round 11, Optic, Rise, the top 2 seeds all year long. Could you ask for anything more perfect?
No, you literally could not. You just laid it out there for everybody. You could not ask for a more perfect scenario. And stay on board with the offensive team, Rise Nation, see what they elect to do. And they did a great job, obviously, earlier. Rise going towards the A bomb site, and then now having success over towards B. It forces Optic to be a little more honest on defense. Respect the fact that they could possibly do a hit through A.
Well, Scumps here playing defense, uses the cover, gets the first blood, but the push is going to continue to come. You got to stay alive. You don't want to get traded out there. And who's at the back? Back rock is Krem. He's waiting in case they opt to push through here. You have watching the flank is Looney. If anyone wants to wrap around the back, you've got Slacked being very, very patient here. He has his kinetic armor to work with. Now, who's wrapping around? This is Formal pushing around the back. He might line one up perfectly, but that's a great shoulder peek as he's going to get a ton of information. Let's go back to mid. Karma checking, sees one at back, sandbags, and who's wrapping around the back? Krem with the big flanks on Breach. Can he get it done here as well? There's one. He wins it. There's a player on the site. They're going to trade that out as well. It's now Looney, 1 versus 3. The poor guy finds himself between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, and he's going to catch one player here in the tunnel. He's not going to win the gunfight. Karma on the defuse. It looks like actually he's going to hop off.
Yeah, get your specialist meters a little bit. Look for trophies. And, you might just let who's closest to streaks.
Yeah, Karma was. I didn't really understand why he would get off of it. He probably just wanted to check with a teammate before he actually.
You get your meters up a little bit, right? But you have, I think it was Krim and Formal. I think have their specialist abilities here.
Yeah, and Karma's going to earn an HC in the process, so we'll see how he elects to use that. Could be used on the offensive side of things to push into the B bomb site, kind of force players out of it. If Riot's going to play a guy on top of bomb.
What is the
nice
one burst in green, close range with the M8. Doing dirty here.
Not saying Looney would have been able to make anything happen there, but he killed. I don't think he would have been able to get to the bomb in time, though, to be quite honest.
Well, you have Camo for Formal. Karma has that HC as well, and then what did Krem have? Vision Pulse. So let's watch the Camo play here, see if Formal might opt to use it. Oh, this is going to be a big hit here. Everybody coming out. The Camo's going to be huge here. There's the first blood. Snaps him one on his right. Gets both. The player outside Rock is dropped as well, and it's classic all by his lonesome too. Him and Looney, they just have so much, man. You see them in these tough positions. Well, look at the X-ray right here. Everybody's in front of him. He's tagged up. He's dropped. Optic Gaming, green wall, 1 round away here from being your champion.
That was a perfect round to use your abilities from the standpoint that you use them, you go down the B street, you win the round. It puts so much pressure on Rise just to look at that scoreboard and see Optic Gaming 1 round away.
And a funny stat line from yesterday, our first 7 S&Ds were a scoreline of 6-3.
Yeah.
It's been a theme of the weekend.
A lot of trends this weekend, yeah.
Can Optic end it here? It's going to be offense for Rise Nation, and all they have... They have the heat wave. That's really the only thing they have to work with. Can you play off of that really on offense, or is that going to be more a clutch situation?
I think it's going to be more a clutch situation. You want to keep that heat wave player alive, and you're going to see Formal actually just use the HC.
You've got HC cards everywhere.
He's going to use it to just scout players out.
They're everywhere. Are there 3? Are there 3 of them? No, there's 2. Okay.
And everyone being so cautious, they don't want to get first blood in this. And, oh, actually, Formal's HC gets taken out, but he gets some vision on a player in mid. I believe we see another one out on the map. That one's from Karma, and it's going to be Krim taking out Octane up in the top house window. Fantastic shots there by Krim. Krim going to get a little bit aggressive.
Oh, almost. That would have been sick, man. The car tags him up, and then to fly around the corner and pick it up, but just a second late, and now this is everything. It's 3v4. Rise Nation has to get it done. It was the vision pulse coming out from Crim6. They know where everybody is. Krim gets set up on the B site. He's going to rotate out at back rock. You have Formal here. He can push if need be, but let's go to the offensive point of view. It's going to be on Slack. They've got to get the bomb down. They have just over 20 seconds to go. How are they going to play this? You see him at the corner. He has to go for it. You have the heat wave here. Do you maybe slide up for the heat wave? He has to stay alive. You can't lose him. You cannot drop here. You got to stay alive and maybe even get this off. He's going to challenge the corner. Keeps peeking. There's 2 inside. Do you slide in and pop this? You got to think about the heat wave. He wins 1. He's able to get it now. Krim, you're all by yourself. He's trapped here inside a B. Doesn't have a lot of time to go, but then Rise has got it.
Looney picks up both of those kills. The player in that round that made the biggest play is Classic.
That first kill.
He doesn't get tagged by the vision pulse, so they don't really have an idea where he's playing. He could have been playing all the way in that back rock in the island watching the flank. He could have been playing a little bit more over towards Church. He's up on that top rock, and he jumps down, gets that first kill with the M8, and he's the only one on that team with the M8, the only one who can knock those shots down. And Rise, they saved their camo, they saved their heat wave.
They have heat wave, they now have camo, they're about to have vision pulse, and on the other side, Scump almost has kinetic. And look how far everybody else is. I mean, Karma is kind of in the same neighborhood, but here comes this strong V push. They don't have the camo that worked so well for him last time. Classic's going to peek right away. Want the back rock, zips his head up. Can he find a second? Tags him up, gets the assist as well. One more peeks and pushes. 2 versus 2. Scump by himself. 5-5. Round 11, game 7.
Did Formal fall off the map?
Oh, I hope not. Did he really?
Did Formal fall off the map?
Oh, God. He can't fall off the map.
He does. He drops there on that right-hand side. And we are going to have a game 7, round 11 between Optic Gaming and Rise. 1 round will decide our stage 1 champion.
Oh, man, the crowd. Let's get it, baby.
So Looney still has heat wave. Looney still has heat wave, and Scump used his kinetic during that round. So obviously, Looney with that heat wave and on offense could make a big play over at the bomb sites.
Oh my God, this is everything. $250,000 prize purse for these guys, and it all comes down to 1 damn round of S&D. Who will be crowned your champions? Here comes the push. Classic gonna be set up inside. He's gonna work on the plan here. And who's peeking in the corner? It was Scump shoulder peeking for just a moment. Got some information. Is he going to fly in? The vision pulse comes out. They're aware he's at the steps, and that's going to slow everything down. Looney at top Grandma's. There's a player flanking around behind. Is he going to be able to win this? Not able to get it. First blood goes to Optic.
And in the grand scheme of things, that player is pretty important because now Optic's going to be able to go on a long flank. They didn't have success challenging him from the mid-map, but potentially pushing from the defensive side of things could break the setup.
That's another one. That's 4 versus 2. They're able to pick up 1 kill. All of a sudden, 2v2. They're picking him up. It's now 4 down. Optic Gaming has done it.
They go huge. Karma in the final round picks up 2 big kills. He finishes 9-7 in game 7. But I tell you what, if anyone had any doubts about Rise Nation, they are over now. They played unbelievable.
The guys will high five, shake hands. What a brutal, brutal battle. I mean, the physical and mental preparation you have to have for this. These guys have got to be absolutely exhausted. But now we'll have them center stage. And there it is. Optic Gaming are going to be your champions of Stage 1 North American Call of Duty World League.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our champions. Give it up for them again. Optic Gaming, everybody. Look, you got to show everyone this trophy. Hold it up. Come on, bask in this for a second here. You guys, Rise gave you a real run for your money, literally. What was the pressure and intensity like up here?
Oh, that was absolutely ridiculous. The maps that they started winning were so close. So we were just like, okay, they're getting lucky. Things aren't going our way. Like, we were just trying to, ease ourselves. And then, I don't know, that last round, I don't know what was going on. Honestly, I don't know what happened.
It was insanity, but you guys are the champs. You can say it. Say it.
We the champs, baby.
We the champs. Hold it up. How are you guys going to celebrate?
Probably go get some slices of cheesecake maybe and watch a movie, huh?
Eat some cheesecake, watch a movie. All right, you know what we're going to do right now? We're going to invite the audience to come up on stage, celebrate with these guys. Everybody, give it up. Optic Gaming, everybody, come on.
Congratulations, Optic Gaming. And you saw, as soon as the crowd was allowed to go up, you saw the studio design director of Treyarch, David Vondor, first one up there to congratulate the champions of North America Stage 1 Pro Division of the Call of Duty World League. I mean, he helped create this game with his team, and now they get to see who the best players are. And, you know, it was a tough game, but to no one's surprise, Optic Gaming reigns supreme.
I will never forget this weekend for the rest of my life. What a performance from both Optic Gaming and Rise, a match that will live forever and ever in the history of Call of Duty esports.
What a great weekend. I mean, we were hanging out with David here on the couch. It's awesome to see these guys genuinely get excited about some of the plays that these guys were making. And as Courage was saying, this is a weekend that none of us will ever forget.
Yeah, this kind of ending, right? I mean, we half joked about how amazing it would be for all fans of Call of Duty to see a Game 7. And we said, what if it goes to round 11? Goes to round 11, down to what, the last 10 seconds to see who's going to be the last one standing. Optic Gaming post, that was I think Scum said it perfectly. He probably legitimately has no idea how that game ended, because with that kind of pressure and adrenaline pumping through, when it comes down to one round, 15 seconds to see if you're the best team, that's something you never forget.
I cannot wait to see what Stage 2 now holds. Rise Nation, they lose, obviously, they don't get their third LAN event win in a row. You know they're going to be hungry. I think so many new people tuned into competitive Call of Duty this weekend are now forever fans. Welcome to COD Esports. You're going to have a hell of a ride.
Yeah, of course, Rise Nation, like you said, sure, they held their own. I mean, listen, even if you don't get the reverse sweep, to get 3 maps back in a row is not an easy feat against a team like Optic. It's just that at the end of the day, that's the difference. We talked about it earlier with Nadeshot. If you want to be the best, it's that one small difference that's gonna make or break it. Optic pulls through. Still a big congrats to Rise. You're still second place in the Pro Division. You're the number 2 team. Sure, it doesn't sound as great in the heat of the moment, but that's something you got to carry pride going into Stage 2 of the Pro Division, and that's